The power of the gospel is resident in the unfailing, unconditional love of a Savior named Jesus Christ. The gospel is all about Jesus.
Righteousness by faith in Jesus is the only way. And this is why I appreciate the good news, the gospel of what God has done. And notice how I said that. What God has done to secure my eternal salvation.
Talking about the power of the gospel. To me, the power of the gospel, one word, transformation. The gospel takes what is and makes it into what should be. The gospel is able to transform lives. It transforms hearts. It transforms agendas. It transforms trajectories. Once the gospel gets a hold of an individual, once the gospel penetrates the heart of an individual, it changes them. It takes us from sinners to saints. It makes us what God would have us to be.
Regarding the gospel of Jesus Christ, the power of the gospel of Jesus Christ is that he can take a stuttering, stumbling person like myself from a life of turning his back on Jesus, growing up in Los Angeles and on to Miami, Florida, and change him and take him from a cell to a pulpit.
The power of the gospel, it takes a little girl who had no clue about mission or ministry out of one denomination to come to the great Advent movement to lead a little small congregation to tell the world about Jesus.
I had somebody tell me one time, they said, do you know what something means when it's total? And I said, yeah, total means you can't fix it. And they said, no, total doesn't mean it, you can't fix it. Total means it costs more to fix it than it's worth. And that's what the gospel means to me. Yes, God could fix me, but it really cost more to fix me than it was worth. And so the overwhelming love of Jesus Christ is the thing that propels me and the exciting thing that I love to share with other people.
The gospel is the good news that you can do nothing for yourself and that you're hopeless and that you'll never be any good, but Christ is willing to cover you and allow you to look good with his goodness. He saved me, is saving me, and is going to save me. What great news is that? I'll tell you what it is.
That's the power of the gospel.
That's the power of the gospel.
And that's the power of the gospel.
That's the power of the gospel.
And that's the power of the gospel.
And that's the power of the gospel.